So morning to one and all present here. We were doing chapter manufacturing industries, and in that we have discussed thoroughly about agro-based industries. And today we are going to start with mineral-based industries. So mineral-based industries, clear from the name. The industries which use minerals and other metals as a raw material known as mineral-based industries. Under mineral-based industry, the first industry which we are going to start today, that is iron and steel industry. Iron and steel industry, that is the base or also known as key industry, basic industry or also known as key industry. The question can be asked, which industry is known as basic industry or key industry and why? So industry like iron and steel is known as basic or key industry because whatever is produced in iron and steel industry that is used as a raw material, as a useful products in so and so many other industries. For example, iron, if you see around yourself right now, wherever you are, whatever you are using, wherever you are sitting, whatever house you are sitting on a bed, on a couch, whatever, wherever, everything, we cannot ignore the importance of iron and steel. Either it's a construction of a house, we use iron, saria, or say we are on a bed cutting of wood, saw made up of iron, or we are joining it with each other, nails made up of iron. So we cannot ignore the importance of iron and steel industry in our life. So that's why we can say it is a basic industry or it is a key industry. Next point we can say, this industry can be heavy industry, can be medium industry, can be light industry. Heavy, medium and light definitely is on the basis of its weight. Ki what type of industry is it? And we know very well, steel, iron and steel, particularly steel, is required to make number of goods. Which goods? Particularly for construction purposes we can say, particularly for army, defense forces we can say, for telephone, for communication we can say, and a number of goods which we consume in our daily life. So that's why we can say iron and steel industry is known as a basic industry or a key industry. If we are talking about the prominent areas where we have iron and steel industry, now for this you have to make one map. I repeat, the prominent area where we have iron and steel industry, for that you have to make one map. I'm going to make side by side, you can also make. So take out the map of India if you have, otherwise all of you should have right now, because number of times I have told you maps are required and you are supposed to bring map. If you don't have, finally draw it side by side with me, so it won't be difficult for you to do it. So first we are going to make this map that is of iron and steel industries. So under this, I'm just going to locate the areas. First we have Burnpur and Durgapur. Burnpur and Durgapur. Both these areas are in West Bengal. Burnpur and Durgapur. This is Durgapur and this is Burnpur. Both are in West Bengal, Burnpur and Durgapur. And then we have Bokaro and Jamshedpur. Bokaro and Jamshedpur. This is Bokaro, iron and steel plant, very famous. And this is Jamshedpur. Both are in Jharkhand. Bokaro and Jamshedpur. Both are in Jharkhand. Then we have one iron, very famous rather, in Odisha, we have iron and steel plant, which we call it as Rourkela Iron and Steel Plant. Rourkela Iron and Steel Plant, it is in Odisha. Rourkela Iron and Steel Plant, it is in Odisha. Then we have Bhilai Iron and Steel Plant. Bhilai Iron and Steel Plant, Chhattisgarh. Bhilai Iron and Steel Plant. And then we have Visakhapatnam Iron and Steel Plant, Andhra. Visakhapatnam Iron and Steel Plant, Andhra Pradesh. And then very famous areas, particularly famous for iron and steel, that is Karnataka. In Karnataka, we have two prominent areas. One is Vijayanagar and the second one is Bhadravati. Vijayanagar, Bhadravati. Vijayanagar and Bhadravati. Both are in Karnataka. And last we have in Tamil, one very famous area, that is Salem. Tamil, we have Salem. So these iron and steel industries should be on your tips. Bokaro, Banpur and Durgapur, Bokaro and Jamshedpur, Rourkela, Bhilai, Vijayanagar and Bhadravati, and last we have Salem. Now just look at the location of all these areas. You will see maximum areas are located here. You can see this thing here. And this whole is Chota Nagpur Plateau area. So maximum iron and steel industries are located in and around Chota Nagpur Plateau area. Now here question is why so? Why in Chota Nagpur Plateau area? Because it is a plateau area. It means if we are talking about the factors which affect location of any industry, Chota Nagpur Plateau area is a plateau area, so land is very hard. First point, which is a primary requirement, to establish any heavy industry, what type of land we need? Heavy land, hard land we need, plus level land we need, and plateau area, so fulfill this condition. Then we can say raw material. This is the area, I repeat you people, this mineral and power resource is not in your chapter, otherwise we have done this area, we have availability of coal as well as availability of iron. So minerals are also found in this region, like Mayurbhanj is there, Singhbhum is there, Korba is there, Singrauli is there. These are the prominent areas where we have availability of mineral and power resources. Then we can say electricity. DVC project is here, Damodar Valley Corporation, that is here. So availability of electricity is thoroughly 24/7, that is available there. Then we can say this is the area where we have port area, Kolkata port is here, Odisha port is here, Visakhapatnam port is here, and here we have Bengaluru port is here, Chennai port is here. So all these areas are actually situated, availability of means nearby to port area. Market, definitely export and import is easy to do there. So as a whole we can say, if question is here, why maximum iron and steel industries are located in and around Chota Nagpur Plateau area, so you should have the answer with you. Is this point clear? Any doubt till this? Okay. Next we have all the iron and steel industries we can divide into two parts. These two parts are mini steel plant and integrated steel plants. I repeat, mini steel plants and integrated steel plants. Mini steel plants are the plants where a particular part of a large, say, machinery is produced. नाम से clear है. Mini steel plant, a plant where particular part is produced. And integrated steel plant means, names again clear from the name, where all the processes are undertaken or done under single roof. Sara ka sara, whole of the product is manufactured under one roof. This is known as integrated steel plant. And if we are talking about iron and steel, in iron and steel is marketed through Steel Authority of India Limited, SAIL. that is Steel Authority of India Limited, SAIL, SAIL. Next we can say, this industry, question can be asked as I already told you, why this industry is located in Chota Nagpur Plateau area? Yeah, question can be asked in this way. Why this industry is concentrated in certain pockets only? Yeah, which industry is mainly concentrated inland around Chota Nagpur Plateau area, and write down the reasons responsible for it. सभी का whatever points we have discussed, सभी के points यही होंगे. Factors, all that it would be there. Done? Any doubt? Otherwise, I'm going to start with the next industry if it is clear to you. Next, we have aluminium smelting industry. Next, we have aluminium smelting industry. Aluminium smelting industry is the second most important metal industry. Now, its features. Question can be asked, write down its feature. So, first feature is it is light in weight, it's a good conductor of heat, it is malleable, and it becomes strong when it is mixed with other metal. I repeat, light, flexible, good conductor of heat, and can become strong once it is mixed with other metal. And then uses, ये 2 mark 3 mark में generally is asked, uses of aluminium smelting industry. Very simple, utensils, and prominent one is aircraft. Utensils, aircraft, and wires. And wires. Next is about the prominent centers where this industry is located. Now, if we are moving according to your NCERT, we don't have a particular areas, but we have to move according to the name of the states. So we have West Bengal, we have Kerala, we have Odisha, very prominent area, particularly for aluminium and smelting Odisha. We have UP, Maharashtra, Chhattisgarh, Tamil. I repeat, UP, Maharashtra, Chhattisgarh, Tamil, West Bengal, Kerala, UP, Maharashtra, Chhattisgarh, Tamil, West Bengal, Kerala, and prominent one is Odisha. So if states are mentioned in your syllabus, you are supposed to follow the states only. And one very important thing from aluminium, or we can say aluminium, we extract from the mineral, the name of the mineral is bauxite. Bauxite. Now, characteristics of bauxites can also be asked. First is bulky, dark reddish color. Its color is very dark, reddish in color, and it's heavy material, and basically used in electricity or electrical appliances. And very important point that if we want to establish aluminium smelting industry, which 2 things we have to keep it in our mind? 2 mark question, clear cut. I repeat, if anyone want to establish aluminium smelting industry, which 2 points we have to keep in our mind? And these 2 points are, first one we can say,
easy availability of
electricity
bauxite.
should be regularly available. Electricity should be available regularly. And the second point we can say, raw material should be available at a minimum cost. Raw material should not be heavy. So first main point is continuous availability of this electricity. And the second point is raw material should not be very expensive. It should be available at a cheaper rates. Done? Okay. Now in this areas can be asked, locate areas producing or having aluminium smelting industry. I repeat, UP, Maharashtra, Kerala, Tamil, Odisha, the prominent one, and West Bengal, the prominent areas having aluminium smelting industry. Done? Done? Feedback. Okay. Next we have next industry. Briefly we are going to discuss about chemical industry. Chemical industry. Just write down the major points. First thing is very important point, that is chemical industry is fast growing and diversifying industry. I repeat, fast growing and diversifying industry. Now let's understand the meaning of it. Fast growing and diversifying. Fast growing is because it's used in number, diversifying as well as fast growing means is used, chemicals are not used only in chemical industry, maybe food industry we use chemical, kuch bhi le lo we are using chemical, medicines we use chemical, clothes we use chemical, making of paints, dye stuff we use chemical, even colors we use chemical, cosmetics we use chemicals. So chemical industry, that's why we can say it's a fast growing and diversifying. We cannot say that this industry is confined to one particular provide raw material to one particular industry, but it is diversified in nature. Diversified in nature in the sense it's not used in one industry, but number of industries get benefit from this industry or they depend on this industry. That's why, because of its demand, it is one of the fast growing industries of India. And next major point we can say about its GDP. This chemical industry contribute near about 3% in the total gross domestic product of India. Chemical industry, I repeat, contribute 3% in the GDP of India. And if we are talking about its position, we say we are one of the largest this position in the world, third in Asia, 12th in world. And then is chemical industry, we can categorize into two parts, inorganic and organic sector. Inorganic and organic sector. And chemical industry, just like oil seeds, not confined to one place, but it is widespread, almost found everywhere. Why so? Because this industry is used, the product from this industry is used in the various, the product of this industry is used in the various other industries like petrochemical industry, synthetic fiber industry, plastic industry, rubber industry, dye stuff, drugs, pharmaceuticals, etc., etc. Even oil refineries. Maximum जितने भी organic chemical plants हैं, they are they are located near oil refineries or petrochemical plants. Done? Done? Any doubt? And we cannot ignore the importance of this chemical industry in agriculture. दिमाग में रखना इसको भी. ठीक है? Done all of you? Any doubt? No doubt. Coming to next industry, that is fertilizer industry. Again, नाम से clear है. Fertilizer industry means the industry whose contribution we cannot ignore in the field of agriculture. Right? And we produce lots and lots of fertilizers. And that's why we can say green revolution occurred successful, became successful because of the use of fertilizer plants. And in India, the very important area having fertilizer plant, that is Hazira in Gujarat. Hazira, Hazira, Hazira से कुछ याद आया आपको? One more thing we have done in Hazira. What is that? In Gujarat. Yes, dear? Pipeline. HBJ pipeline. Hazira, Vijaypur and Gujarat. That's good. And due to green revolution, this industry flourished a lot. And the prominent state, if we are talking about now here again, we just about to do the name of the state, that is Gujarat, Tamil, we have UP and Punjab and Kerala. I repeat, Gujarat, UP, Tamil and Punjab and Kerala. These are the areas where we have maximum, or we say half of the fertilizer plants are situated in these states. And other में you can write down any state like Odisha is there, Karnataka is there, Maharashtra is there, कुछ भी लिख सकते हो, ठीक है. Next we have cement industry. Cement industry is also known as backbone of other industries. Just like iron and steel, cement industry is also basic or backbone for other industry. Because if we want to have, if we want to construct any industry, what we need? We need cement, we need building. Building नहीं होगी तो industry नहीं लग सकती. So that's why for constructional purposes, we need this industry. And the prominent raw material which is used in this cement industry, that is gypsum, limestone. Very famous, gypsum, limestone, silica. And all these are heavy products, bulky products. I repeat, raw material required for this industry, that is gypsum, silica, limestone, and all are very bulky products, heavy products. And that's why this industry is mainly located in those areas where these products are locally available, where raw material is locally available. Done. And very important area we have this for cement industry, that is in Gujarat. Gujarat. Cement that is Gujarat. Next we have the first major cement plant was set up in Chennai. The first cement plant, सबसे पहले cement plant that was established in Chennai, and the year was 1904. 1904. And now, right now we have more than 128 huge plants, 128 huge cement plants. And we have near about 332 mini steel cement plants, 128 large cement plants and 332 mini steel plants. And if we are talking about the market, we have enormous big market for this cement industry in the world, particularly East Asia, Middle East, Africa and South Asia. I repeat, Middle East, East Asia, East Asia, Africa and South Asia. Done. Next industry we are going to start with automobile industry. Iske full-fledged map we will be doing. So any doubt? Cement, fertilizer, chemical and iron and steel. Except iron and steel we were having such areas, otherwise all the maps full of states, name of the states are only mentioned, so you are supposed to write down the name of the states only. So you don't have to put much efforts in that. 10th class students, already you people know about the location of various states. Done. Feedback. Kinjal clear बच्चे? Kinjal, Harnoor Kaur, Harman. Next we have automobile industry. Automobile industry means the industry of this trucks, tractors. That means the industry which provide transportation of goods, services as well as passengers. जिसमें क्या आएगा? टैक्सीज, ट्रक्स, कार्स, मोटरसाइकिल, स्कूटर्स, ये सारे फॉल अंडर ऑटोमोबाइल इंडस्ट्री. मल्टी यूटिलिटी व्हीकल्स, MUE, multi utility vehicles we are producing in India again. And if we are talking about the areas, prominent areas, please note it down and then we will do it on a map. We have Chennai, Kolkata, Delhi, Gurugram, Lucknow, Indore, Mumbai, Pune, Hyderabad, Bengaluru, Jamshedpur, Delhi. So I repeat, Mumbai, Gurugram, Indore, Lucknow, Delhi, Chennai, Hyderabad, Bengaluru, Jamshedpur. Almost we have done. So I'm going to locate all these areas on a map. Get ready. So second map which we are going to do right now, that is of automobile industry. So we have areas around Delhi, then we have Chennai, Kanpur, Mumbai, Pune, Kolkata, Bengaluru, then Jamshedpur, Indore, so these are the prominent areas. Delhi, Kolkata, Chennai, Bengaluru, Lucknow, sorry, this is Lucknow, then we have Gurugram, Jamshedpur, Hyderabad is left. Here we have Hyderabad. So these are the prominent areas famous for automobile industry. Done all of you, I'm just repeating the areas. Areas around Delhi, Gurugram, Lucknow, Jamshedpur, Kolkata, Indore, Mumbai, Pune, Hyderabad, Bengaluru, Chennai. Automobile industry should be on your tips. Done? Done, bache? So next we have next industry, that is information technology and electronic industry. Information technology and electronic industry. It means IT industry and electronic industry. IT industry may basically electronic industry, which means television, whatever you use, ना radio, ये सारे pagers अभी तो नहीं है use कर रहे हम लोग, radars, computers, mobiles, ये all are under this which industry? Telecommunication industry. And the electronic capital of India is Bengaluru. So Bengaluru is the electronic capital of India. Question can be asked, one more question. Which is the electronic capital of India? That is Bengaluru. Next is prominent centers. You will see now whatever areas we have done here on automobile industry, almost the same areas I'm going to speak. So up map के ऊपर you can locate Delhi, Hyderabad, Pune, all we have done, Chennai, Kolkata, Lucknow, Coimbatore. Coimbatore is left. Coimbatore otherwise we have done in cotton textile industry if you remember. So Coimbatore is approximately here. Coimbatore. So I repeat the areas. Hyderabad, Delhi, Chennai, Pune, Coimbatore, Lucknow, Kolkata. Done? Then we have, as I already told you, Bengaluru is known as the electronic capital of India. And the prominent areas where we have software technology park, ये जो areas मैंने पहले बोले थे, these are basically for electronic industry, and right now I'm going to discuss, I'm going to name the areas famous for software technology park. I guess all of you know about it. The prominent one is Bangalore, Noida, Mumbai, Chennai, Hyderabad, Pune. ये सारे areas already we have done on a map. So nothing, we can't say that something is left. What is the importance of this industry? बहुत ही famous of this IT industry, that IT industry has generated employment to maximum number of women. Or we can say in IT industry, how many percent? 30%. 30% jobs are basically for women. Second, we can say this IT industry is gaining maximum foreign exchange. Foreign money we are obtaining from this. That is from BPO, that is business processes outsourcing. Business processes outsourcing, BPO. And IT industry is basically flourishing, already flourished a lot and flourishing in India. Done? Next map which I am going to show right now, going to make right now, that is software technology parks, IT. Please make this map thoroughly, because generally asked in your exam. Maximum the same areas already we have done, but even then I really want to make it again for your convenience. Topic is software technology parks. Always keep one thing in your mind. In India, in the east, only one software technology park we have, that is in Guwahati, Assam. East may we just have one, that is in Guwahati, and Guwahati is in Assam. Baki east mein we don't have any other software technology park. Extreme west mein we have Gandhinagar, that is in Gujarat. Software technology park, that is in Gandhinagar in Gujarat. North mein we have Srinagar. Software technology park. Punjab mein we have Mohali. Punjab mein we have Mohali Software Technology Park. Then in Rajasthan we have Jaipur, and we have Noida, around Gurugram area we can say. So here we have Jaipur, Rajasthan, Noida, Gurugram area, Mumbai, Pune, Maharashtra, both are in Maharashtra. Then Indore, number of times we have done this, MP. Indore, that is in MP. So I guess all of you are doing this map side by side. Then we have Hyderabad, Bangalore, Mysore, Thiruvananthapuram and Chennai, all are in South India. Here we have Hyderabad. This is Hyderabad. This is Thiruvananthapuram. This is Chennai, and this is Bangalore. So in south we have Bangalore, Hyderabad, Thiruvananthapuram and Chennai, and the east Bhubaneswar in Odisha, Visakhapatnam and Kolkata. That is here Kolkata. Here we have Bhubaneswar in Odisha. And Visakhapatnam. So, my heading of the map is software technology parks. So, I repeat, Srinagar, Mohali, Noida, Jaipur, Gandhinagar, Indore, Mumbai, Pune, Bangalore, Thiruvananthapuram, Chennai, Hyderabad, Visakhapatnam, Bhubaneswar, Kolkata, and Guwahati. So extreme means we just have one, Guwahati. Got it? You can do this side by side, map work.